Come in. My husband's still asleep.
I don't know why you want her back. I really don't.
Please sit down.
Thank you for seeing me. Thank you.
Listen, I called you back up here because, well, I demand to know where you got this. Well, I want to know.
It's a complicated story.
Did you write it?
No, of course I didn't. It's quite Lady Reese's. My husband, your husband's handwriting.
Nonsense.
It's his signature.
Well, how could it possibly be?
Oh, just let it go. It's Reese's signature.
Well, it does look like it a bit. It's dreadfully wobbly.
Well, it would be. He was very old and ill when he signed it.
What are you talking about?
I am trying to tell you that that document is a true confession made by your husband 40 years from now, just before he died, which he gave to a prostitute named Phoebe in the year 2022. Somehow managed to get it to me, Ruella, his second wife, in the year 2002, and I am now giving it to you, Jessica, his first wife, in the year 1982. I'm clearing it for you.
I told you not to let her back in.
It's very important you take that document seriously, Jessica.
You really are mad. I mean, you're quite loony.
May I inquire as to the nature of this document?
It's just a load of lies and forgery, that's all it is.
May I be allowed to see it?
It's not a forgery.
May I see it? So tell if it's a forgery.
How on earth could you?
There are ways.
Well, you've got nothing to compare it to, you fool. Oh, you're such a stupid man.
Hey!
Keep your voices down. My husband is asleep.
Shh. Take more than this to wake him up.
What?
Nothing.
Any more from you, and it's the police, all right? You have been warned. Have you got a specimen of your husband's handwriting around in it?
No, I haven't.
Got his signature somewhere?
No, of course I haven't. He doesn't walk about writing his name on everything.
Maybe you can wake him up.
I am not waking him up just to sign his name. This thing is obviously just a forgery. It can't possibly be true, so what would be the point? Now listen, I called you back up here for one reason, and one reason only. I don't know what you want, or what you're after.
I want to help you.
Let me finish. You've said all you're going to say. Now I'm going to say something. I'm going to destroy this filth. Now. And forget all about it. But if you ever circulate anything of this nature again, if you even so much as pester me or my husband again, well, my father is very wealthy and influential.
I know he was. Why the hell do you think Reese married you?
You will not say that. You will never say things like that again. How dare you say that?
I'm sorry, that was thoughtless. But you've read the thing. You can see what Reese is like. You can see what he turns into.
Tell that up, please. Tell it up now.
No, please, you mustn't. It's the only evidence we have.
You might have all destroyed it. It's definitely a fake. Look, there's a word spelled wrong there.
Well, Reese got never spell.
Excuse me for inquiring here, but are you intended to be this Jessica?
What do you mean? I am Jessica.
Well, you got that bit right, haven't you?
Well, that doesn't prove anything. Our engagement was in every single newspaper.
It says here that you die in 7 years' time in 1989.
I know. It's all horrible.
Breaking any mirrors lately, have you?
Oh.
Death threats as well?
Death threats, don't be absurd. You don't make death threats like that. Give me the money or you will die in 7 years.
Does it say that in here?
No, of course it doesn't.
Because if it says that in here...
It doesn't.
And who's this Julian man, the one that's doing all the killing? Have you heard of him?
Yes, Julian Goodman. He's my husband's very oldest friend. He was best man at our wedding today. Yesterday. Oh God, look at the time. What are we doing? I need to be up in the morning.
Quite, we all have. Heard enough, have you?
Quite enough.
Come on, you.
Jessica, this is my final appeal. Please, please do not ignore or destroy that document. Your life is in danger. So is mine. So are a number of other people.
I don't think you actually mean any harm, do you? I just think you're a bit, well, funny in the head. And it makes me very upset when you write such nasty things about my husband. I mean, I don't know if you have one, but could you imagine if someone were to write such things about your husband?
That is my husband.
No, he's not. He's not your husband. He's my husband. Now, if you want a husband, You're going to have to find one of your own.
Oh dear God, you're a stupid girl, aren't you?
Now look here. This lady has been very patient with you. Personally, I'd have chucked you out that window 10 minutes ago.
Save someone else the job anyway.
Listen, even if we were to believe that this nonsense were true, you want us to somehow believe that you've travelled back from 20 whenever.
I'm not pretending it's easy to accept. It happens to be the fact.
So how did you get here then? Where did you park your machine?
I came through that cupboard.
Oh, you parked it in the cupboard, did you? Oh, what a good idea. Very handy. And you won't get a ticket in there, will you?
Will you shut up?
Hey, we're going downstairs and I'm phoning the police. Breaking and entering 3 times. Demanding money with malice. Slander. Libel.
What about punching a house detective in the nose?
No. Look, there's no machine in there. Look for yourself. Can you see a machine in there? I can't.
That door should be locked.
You can't see a machine because there is no machine.
You just said there was a machine.
No, I didn't. You said there was a machine. I never mentioned a machine.
You've got to have a machine. You can't travel without a machine.
You can't travel with a machine either. What are you both talking about? Sorry.
You can't see a machine because there is no machine. You simply step in there and you close the door and you travel in time. If I stepped in there now, when I opened the other door, I'd be in 2002. In 2002, I'm actually staying in this very hotel suite. This is my room then, you see.
Oh, I doubt it. They're not going to let you back in here in a hurry.
I'm not going to forget this. I meet you much later, you know.
Oh, no, you won't. Because you won't find me here in 2002. Even if they do let you back in again. No, I'll tell you where I'll be. I'll be on the Med. Cruising the Med in my own boat. 42-foot, twin screw, flying bridge. That's where I'll be on the Med.
Want to bed?
Well, that's the plan.
Listen, I just want to get through to this person. All right. If this cupboard does what you say it does, tell you what. Why don't we all take a travel together?
We can't. It only works for me.
Ah, it only works for her.
Why won't it work for us?
Oh, you'll never convince her of that.
Well, it might work for you, but you probably wouldn't go to where I'd go. You'd go backwards, not forwards, you see.
Oh dear, it gets worse and worse, doesn't it? Go anywhere near Clapham, does it? You drop me off on the way.
God knows where he'd go.
Well, I'll tell you where I'd go. Where we'd all go, for that matter. We'd go through that communicating door, through to a second communicating door, which should also be locked, incidentally, through a small utility room where we'd find ourselves to another door, which should definitely be locked at all times, and we'd find ourselves in that hallway out there, right?
No, we wouldn't.
Are you trying to tell me about my own hotel?
Oh, for goodness sake. Let's just get this over and done with, shall we? We're flying to Jamaica at 10:30.
Well, if we're going, we're all going together.
We can't all fit in there at once.
All right, then. I'll go first.
You're not going in there on your own.
Oh, don't be silly.
She could have an accomplice.
I'd really rather you didn't. If it did work for you, it might complicate things no end.
And you're not going in there on your own. I'm not that stupid.
Oh, all right, then. You'd better go in first then, hadn't you?
Me?
Well, you won't let anyone else go.
Well, who's going to keep an eye on her?
I will. She's perfectly harmless.
Don't you believe it?
Go on.
All right. I've got my master keys. I'll do the round trip in order to show you. Don't better out of your sight.
Okay.
I'll come and open that door. See you in half a minute.
Right, quickly now. I'm going to let you go. He's talking about handing you over to the police, and even though you're utterly mad, I don't think you deserve it. I'm keeping this, and I'm going to destroy it. All I ask in return is that you solemnly promise that you won't do things like this again. Do you promise me?
Oh, dear heaven.
And do try to see a doctor. Ask if you can find someone to help you. Promise me.
I don't know what else I can say. All right. Promise. Good. That's a start.
Now come quickly. He'll be round any minute.
Jessica.
Yes?
Give me some paper. Writing paper. Oh, quickly.
You're not going to write more of this stuff, are you?
No, and an envelope.
Because, well, you've just this second promised.
I don't know if there's anything else I can say to convince you right now, but maybe this might just... There.
He's back.
I hope you'll be able to read this. It'd be absolutely ironic if you couldn't read it after all this.
Do hurry up, I have to let him in.
Just one moment. Right. Now please remember everything I've told you, terrible though it sounds. Keep this safe, promise me you'll read it. Goodbye. Oh, have a nice honeymoon.
Where is she? She goes through there?
Yes.
I asked you to keep an eye on her. Okay, I'll cut her off.
Not to be open till the 22nd of March 1983. Urgent and personal. Mad. Utterly mad.
Jess, what's going on, Jess?
Nothing. Nothing, darling. Go back to sleep. Phoebe, are you in there? Phoebe?
Hello.
You all right?
Well, I saw Jessica, showed her the confession, tried to explain, left her a note she was to read later. Actually, I'm not sure she was terribly convinced though.
Actually, she's really awfully dim.
That's a nice dress on you. I suppose you find it a bit old-fashioned. Well, come on, let's get out of here before Julian arrives.
He's been?
What?
Julian's been, he was here.
Julian was here, where were you? I mean...
I was in the bathroom.
What happened?
He tried to drown me.
Drown you?
In the bath. He held me under the water.
Water?
Oh my goodness. I couldn't breathe.
How did you get away?
He fell over.
Who fell over?
He did it.
Julian fell over. What made him fall over?
Oh, he slipped on a bar of soap and then he hit his head off the sink.
Is he dead?
I don't know.
Is he still in there?
No.
Well, where is he then?
He's in here.
He's in here. Where in here?
We're sitting on him.
Oh dear God!
He's under there.
How on earth did he get into there, for heaven's sake?
We dragged him out here, and then I put the sofa back on top of him so he couldn't get back up again.
That's practical, anyway. How long's he been under there?
Ages.
I better take a look. At which end is his head? Do you remember?
That end?
Right.
Oh, don't let him out!
I have no intention of letting him out. I just want to see if he's still alive. Although I should think if the sink didn't get him, the sofa certainly has. Well, I'm no doctor, but he certainly looks pretty damn dead to me. Well done.
I'm a murderer now.
Murderer? The man comes into your bathroom, tries to drown you, and slips on a bar of soap. How does that make you a murderer?
They won't believe me. They'll never believe me.
You won't be here. You can go back now. He's dead. You're safe. Come on, the worst is over. You're safe. Say it. I'm safe now.
I'm safe now.